What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. You know what that time is. It looks like the official March 1st ban list for 2012, the OCG, has been leaked. It's out. It's spoiled. So, of course, if I talked about two fake ban lists, then I'm going to talk about the confirmed ban list when it's out, because everybody wants to know what the hell's in it and obviously how it's going to change Yu-Gi-Oh! And moving forward. Now, for the naysayers, and, honestly, it's not 100% confirmed until it's on Konami's website, but I'm sold. The V-Jump always has the ban list before it's on Konami's website. There's nothing new to that. Yu-Gi News is the website that broke the story, and you see that they have pictures of the cards that are banned and limited. They have a picture of the promo. They've got all these pictures of the front of the V-Jump that just recently came out. And even people who don't believe that, you can go to the V-Jump website and you see the picture right here of this nice Asian gentleman right here. And that picture of the front of the V-Jump with Luffy from One Piece is the same exact picture that Yu-Gi News has on their website. So that to me, that confirms it. Because that picture is straight from the V-Jump. That basically confirms it. So let's go ahead and talk about the ban list itself, because, oh my goodness, this is one of the strangest ban lists that I can think of. Although from a business standpoint, it makes a lot of sense, and from the standpoint of it's made 2 months into the format, it makes actually a lot of sense. Okay, first off, we've got banned Trishula, Glow Up Bulb, Spore, and Trap Dust Shoot. Let's dissect those two. The most obvious one is Trap Dust Shoot. Trap Dust Shoot basically says if you activate this in your first hand going first, you win the game. Even if you're going second. Like, if you have this card in your first hand, you really shouldn't lose if you get it off, if it actually resolves. Trap Dust Shoot is pretty overpowered. I mean, I don't think anybody's really going to miss, oh my goodness, did he set one and, summon whatever. Is that Trap Dust Shoot? I mean, it's just nice to get some peace of mind back into the game. Trishula was probably the synchro that was most likely on the chopping block. I honestly don't think that Trishula should be banned. I mean, it's pretty much the only synchro left in the game where it comes out and it wrecks shit up. And I'm not going to say, because it takes 3 monsters, it's not like BLS where you can just remove nothing, basically. You can just summon it for free and just start wrecking shit. I mean, Trishula's powerful. And especially without Dandelion and Spore, this card is not easy to summon. I don't think that it needed to be limited. I mean, outside of Six Samurai's double edging, it's pretty difficult to make Trish without using a lot of resources without Glow Up and Spore. Speaking of that, let's talk about Glow Up and Spore. They have been used in conjunction with Lone Fire and Plants and Dandelion, not just in those decks, but you've seen other decks like Karakari Machine of Plants and so on and so forth, basically for the latter part of the last year and a half. So it's understandably so that Konami is a little sick of them, and the fact that they're both self-reviving tuners that really don't have a cost. I mean, milling a card off the top of your deck isn't a real cost. Removing any plant you want isn't a real cost. They don't cost you any advantage. They don't cost you any resources or options. But, you can use those for tributing, or you can use them for synchroing, or you can, you can just do so many different things with those. I mean, I think they honestly had to go. I mean, quite frankly, cards like Glow Bulb and Spore make a complete mockery of Plague Spreader Zombie, a card that not only gets removed from game, which neither one of those cards do, but it costs you a card on top of your deck. Like, if Glow Up Bulb is at 3, then how can you justify Plague Spreader being at 1? It makes no absolute sense. I mean, honestly, I can understand that. Although, why isn't Lone Fire Blossom at 3 now? Just putting it out there. Limited. Tech Genesis Striker. Oh my goodness. Wow. They just completely killed TG Sun. I mean, I'm not understanding this one. Well, no, I actually understand both of the limits. TG Striker and Agent of Mystery Earth. Agents are very big in Japan, and even more so TG agents. And it's just like they said, all right, we'll take TG's most staple card and limit that, and we'll take Agent's most staple card and we'll limit that. Like, I mean, Agent of Mystery Earth, like, she kind of deserved it. I mean, the bitch is basically Stratos, but what she gives up in power as far as stats-wise, she's a tuner, so, that gives her a lot of ability. She's basically like a Stratos for the deck. I mean, I think that she's much better than something like Gear Frame because she's a tuner. You know what I mean? So definitely think that that was justified. TG Striker was not justified at all. The TG Stun deck, the entire archetype is just completely killed. And I mean, just thank you Japan for your TG agent bullshit. The semi-limits: Marshmelon, Lumina Lightsworn Summoner, Emergency Teleport, Sheen Smoke Signal, level limit area B, Torrential Tribute, Ultimate Offering. Here's the shocker, guys. Reborn Tengu. Didn't see that one coming, did you? A TCG exclusive card was semi-limited. Now, that's only happened once in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where a TCG exclusive card has seen the ban list at all, or a limited list, or whatever you want to call it. That was Allure of Darkness, and that's because the game was just crazy rampant with remove, defusion, and just demock and beat the hell out of your opponents, and, you know, Upper Deck was just like, stop that shit. You know what I mean? Well, maybe the Cyberstein happened, whatever. But the point is, Reborn Tengu's limit is really, really justified. I can't understand why anybody would try and argue that. What that card does for synchroing is utterly ridiculous. Even without the two boss plant tuners, I mean, there's still a whole lot of good things you can do with, like, you know, summon Chimera, summon, you know, like, or summon Scrap Beast, tune with tune to make Scrap Dragon, blow up your Tengu, get another Tengu. So that kind of cuts all that BS nonsense out. Ultimate Offering is a card that I think actually is going to be moving to 1 fairly quickly. Torrential Tribute, I don't like that. That seems a little risky. Torrential Tribute looks like it might take up that extra weight that the Trap Dust Shoots were holding up spots. I honestly could easily see that. Like, just take out your Trap Dust Shoot and put in another Torrential Tribute. Level limit area B probably should be unlimited because Xyz just completely killed the abilities of the card, to be completely honest. Sheen Smoke Signal. I don't think that this card, well, it's hard for me to say it shouldn't be at least semi-limited, but it shouldn't be limited. I mean, if you're going to limit this, you might as well limit Proving Ground, right? I mean, in a vacuum, the generic, the theme searching cards, you know, it's not the theme itself that makes them great. It's not the theme themselves that make the search card broken. It's something like Charge of the Light Brigade, where you get the mill cards that made that card broken, in my opinion. Proving Ground and Smoke Signal aren't on that level. Like, you can't make advantage just by activating them. So this is a justified semi-limit. Emergency Teleport, that's like 2 years too late. That's an obvious one, should be semi-limited. Actually, it's kind of interesting because if you make just like a straight wind-up FTK or a straight wind-up loop deck, it's kind of cool because now you can do it even easier. You can run like Psychic Commander, and you have 2 teleports to get them on the field. Lumina is definitely, I think it could actually make Lightsworn somewhat of a contender because silently, Lightsworn's basically back to full strength except for the Honest's now, right? Marshmelon has no effect at all. It can go to 500 copies per deck. It wouldn't matter. Call It a Haunted Unlimited. Not really understanding that one. Like, they probably should have banned Reborn. Like, 2 Call It a Haunteds were more than enough. Now you're putting it at 3. I don't really understand what they're trying to do there. But this is the most interesting ban list, I think, in the fact that Insectors weren't hit at all. Rabbit wasn't hit at all. And windups weren't hit at all. You can blame that 100% on the OCG, and the fact that nobody runs windups in the OCG because they don't have tour guide. And sectors were broke as fuck, but they probably weren't out long enough for Konami to really justify hitting them. So, and then I'm gonna have a discussion about the effects of this ban list that nobody's actually talking about, but I don't want to put it in this video because it would be too long. So, thank you for watching as always, guys.